Hello. So alas, I never got to try the boss. I don't actually know how stupid it actually was, so if it was just Lich on Bloons, Lamau. As far as things to go, we have our please totally buy our microtransaction quest to do, and then I guess it's the shit show known as Tar Pit Chimps. All of which will surely be an awful experience for me in particular. Unless I cheat and do it on easy. I suppose we'll just get the quest out of the way first. Oh no, Scoop is doing some investigative journalism and he's gone. All I found was a satchel, its contents strewn across the ground. Last I heard, he was sniffing around the Dora's temple. The Bloons must have taken him. Can you have a look around the temple? I see we're heading to Dark Castle in the end. Dr. Monkey, what's wrong? You almost knocked me over. There's about to be another awesome convergence event. Where's my Freodora? Alright, Michael's got the best opening here. How do you even get the banana badge? That was the... Do you literally just have to upload a clip to YouTube or whatever? Because I can do that. I've got stupid ass shit I could do that with. Okay, if in doubt, pray Dart Monkey somehow does something. Dart Monkey did in fact do something. You didn't have to upload. Twitch can't track that you actually uploaded it. Just click download, then delete, then click share and whatever. Close the window. That's very funny. Hey, look at the sword. Dora. For the honor of Grayskull, I am Shira. Nice to meet you, Shira. I'm Patch. How'd you get here? I was wondering the same thing, Patch. What's going on? Friend Scoop is gone. I think the Bloons took him. Well, he's not a fighter. Need to see him, but I don't know where he is. I know the sword. Very well, leave it to me. I'll stop these Bloons, find Scoop, and save the day. Thank you, Shira. I'll pop back when it's a little less dangerous. Appears this is the day for new friends.
Hello.
Adora, hi. You can't sit on the track. That's evil.
So far, so good.
Have this feeling. This sword might be a bit strong.
Looks like we're needed.
Goes your quest. These Bloons are worthy foes, while mindless troopers, their strategies to overwhelm. I grow stronger though, and if we work together, I'm sure we'll succeed. It's great news. Only problem is the Bloons don't leave footprints. Don't know how to find your friend. Good news, everyone. Scoop must have his camera with him. My monkey gadget finder managed to give us a location. Lisa's location a few hours. Well, I'm Dr. Monkey. Is that Adora? Shira, she appeared when the dimensions converged again. She's graciously offered to help rescue Scoop. Dr. Monkey, I'm Shira. Excuse me, it's a habit. Can you describe this location you mentioned? Right, alright, here, I'll show you. Thank you, Dr. Monkey. Fatch, I was hurried to save your friend. Thank you, Shira.
I feel stronger.
Might need to share clip one of the new categories. figure it out. I mean, if in doubt, just spam fucking snipers. It solves every problem. Yeah, after this it will be tar pit hell, so... I figure I owe the people at least one day of dying to it. Not that I have any hopes that it will be a fun experience, but I owe it to the people. And then we'll see what happens after that. But I do intend to beat Halo Reach, at the very least, very soon. My friend tried to do tar pits chips if the make the map harder thing couldn't get past round 7. Classic. I'm not sure if it's even doable with Quincy, but I can already kind of see what it would want me to do. And I'm not happy about it either. I'm fairly certain it's going to have multiple mermonkey slash bird bullshit to survive it. There's going to be a lot of trying to move things over to other lanes.
Here comes trouble. Never copy that.
Balloon Horde and downstream's been vanquished, scattered to the winds. Fortunately, Scoop wasn't there. Balloons do not retreat. Tried to let some escape to follow them back to their base, but they seem to have no sense of self-preservation. Welcome to our world, Shira. Indeed, we tried the same thing before, no avail. It's a bit worrying, but I'm optimistic about her. Scoop's camera just connected. He's at Dark Castle right now. Your magic's powerful, Doctor. It seems more precise than some magic from my home. It's not magic, Shira, it's science. There's a saying about, there's no time Dr. Monkey Scoop needs my help. Alright, time to play the hardest map in the game. Once you get started shooting too hard, things are close enough to be in range of one strong central tower. And it is a lane at a time. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being sub abuse for early game. I can't see it being anything but sub. Actually, it might be bow. But we'll see. Scoop must be in that flimsy looking box. Patch is right, he's not a fighter. He's there. Did someone say Patch? Beyond her gray skull, I am Shira. Patch requested my aid and I'm here to help. I'm here to rescue you, Scoop. But first I must defeat the Bloons that have imprisoned you. I like how it's a boss fight. First I must defeat the Bloons that have imprisoned you. Can't wait here. Well, if in doubt, sub. Sub dart doesn't work now. The sniper dart free darts. In his free dart spot. So I need a setup. Set up for round 60. That might be easier said than done. Unless it has no health. Then it will be very easy. Can't believe I don't even have any free powers.
Time to play defense.
Well, that's just inconvenient. If in doubt, Spike Factory. Wonder they're going to disable the force free continue use. I mean, it is a little fun, also I didn't realize just how many lives I lost. It's kind of even funnier. Alright, so I'm playing this like it's regular Dark Castle, but I'm pretty sure that's going to end in fucking tears. But we'll see. You know what? Maybe I will buy a farm. It's only like 20 rounds late, but maybe I'll buy a farm. And now Shiro was a thing? Was the show from before I was born? Before you were born? Well, if it's before you were born, then it was absolutely before I was born as well.
Here comes trouble. Slimmer taught me this. Looks like that one was all hot air.
Did they remake it? Eh, maybe the IP holder wants money.
Looks like that one was all hot air.
Alright, now we play the game of, can I just play this very dumb and normal and win?
Here comes trouble. Looks like that one was all hot air.
What's the worst that can happen?
Slimmer sword delightful.
You know what? I accept the Zeph. Okay, I don't need to read all this again. I accept my mistake. I'll buy a farm sooner. Why did that do worse? I had a spike factor and everything up that time. Why did it do worse? What have I done differently? Still no idea why I have legends. They did change it so it says purchased on the tower unlocks. Maybe that's something to do with it. I mean, it's very funny that you somehow unlocked legends for free. Like, that's just kind of impressive.
Here comes trouble. Sword select owner. Slimmer taught me this.
Now I have an internal debate as to whether or not you should inform NK this exists. Can no longer buy cosmetics of the tower.
I never knew Bloons were so popular. For Ophelia.
Alright, surely
Trouble.
this amount will be fine.
Bloons were so popular.
I mean, the right thing to do is probably tell them the right thing for them to do is let you keep it. I'm so confused with how something like that could even happen in the first place. Like, that's wild. Just in case. Should probably make that slightly better. Alright, time for the funny.
I never knew Bloons were so popular. Sword
Alright, so as it turns out, maybe this ain't the play. Right, so what's the funny way to deal with this then? Because clearly so spam, ain't it? And thus we enter the arc where the streamer exposes that they really do not know how to fight bosses in this game. Is it just me lining up the fucking shit with tax? Is it stopping 59 and buying nothing but tax? Surely you should farm? I was farming, just not farming enough because I don't know how to farm properly in this game. The fact that I'm still surprised surprises other people. Like, I don't know how I played, like, over 2,000 hours of Bloons, people watching me and be like, yo, he knows how to boss. I know I fucking don't. You're all delusional if you think that.
Time to play defense.
Okay, I see how I had more, Right, you sit there. By you, and that should be me safe for a bit. He says, knowing full well he is not in fact safe for a bit. What do you mean I can't fit it in there? Fuck you.
Here comes trouble. Slimmer, I never knew Bloons were so protect the castle.
Fuck. Why does it have to start at round 38? With default starting cash.
Hello.
I know a door is stupid high level, but still.
Hello.
Is the solution just to buff Adora instead? Just shove a village on her, buff her.
Hold steady now. Time to play defense.
Okay, the purple balloons do pose a bit of a threat. Asking for a friend. Does Adora pop purple with abilities? Just can't see camo? Well, it's a good thing I wasted money in a camo village for it,
Glimmer copy this.
that finger like 2 buttons at once.
Hello.
Can I ask what the fuck is this? This is the fucking crossover event quest thing. If you're asking what's the farming, don't ask, because I won't be able to give you an answer that you want to hear.
Protect the castle. Hello. Glimmer copy.
You'd actually use the ability? I know, I wasn't paying attention, that's why. Fun fact, I was staring at my money, not the balloons. Turns out when half your screen's covered, you kind of just don't see shit.
Here comes trouble. Sword, I never knew Bloons were so popular. Slimmer taught me this.
Get him. Fuck him up. I should probably do something about the whole Adora not being able to hit balloons under the trees. Alright, it's just a little bit of money wasted, but what's the worst that could happen?
Looks like that one was all hot air. Sword, delightful.
I never be able to fess up how many people have actually bought the skin from the store.
We're so
For a grand total of £12. Which also actually reminds me, the Switch 2 stuff got announced yesterday. What does everyone feel about the new base price for video games going to $80?
Here comes trouble. Slimmer taught me this. I never knew Bloons were so popular.
Didn't even buy the Switch one? Neither did I. I mean, some of the games look cool, although seeing FromSoft's new game being PvPvE it has been very funny. But also being Switch exclusive.
Looks like that one was all hot air. Looks like that one was all hot air.
Prices should have gone up steadily over the years. Maybe people should be paid more steadily over the years too. That's kind of the problem here. The prices over here in the UK, Nintendo is charging £75 digital, which probably means it's going to be £80.
I never knew Bloons were so popular.
Can I afford a favor trades out of this, or am I asking for way too much? Boss spawns now, right? I forgot what round I was on. Boss Switch for our 5th birthday. Maybe Sig doesn't play as much as we do. Super happy with Mario Wonder and Mario Kart though. I mean, Nintendo makes great stuff, but man, does Nintendo price stuff in very unfun brackets. Like, everything's going way up in price. In fact, it kind of feels like they're adopting the Nvidia approach, where they're using their prior console, or their prior product as, like, the floor for the new one. Alright, so now I need something that saves me from being absolutely fucking obliterated. The last Nintendo console I owned was a Wii, and I don't know where it went. I'm pretty sure it was last seen in the hands of my cousin, and it was never seen again, just like my PS2. Well, I never had any Nintendo stuff? That depends. Do you count, what was it, Wii Sports that came with the Wii? Because we used our Wii to play very legitimately obtained DVDs. Up until we accidentally connected it online once and Nintendo removed the functionality from it. And then our Wii kind of became useless to us. Trying to think how to go about this. Like, I feel confident that I could survive, but I don't know if I could survive what comes out after it. Do we trust that Boomerang hasn't been nerfed that hard? Is that the bold play? Like saying that, can I even afford it? Well, I actually can afford Glaive. Okay, this could be funny. That Quincy looks a bit funny. Listen, I would play Quincy if it let me.
I never knew Bloons were so popular. Looks like that one was all hot air. Slimmer taught me this.
I don't know how bad the spewing's going to be when it happens, but I'm sure it's going to be very funny for everyone involved.
Looks like that one was all hot air.
If it spews to the end where the Glaive Lord can't see it, it's fucking over.
Slimmer taught me this. All of the swords delightful.
We did it, boys. Glaive Lord wins. To use the candy skin? Yeah, none of the trophies or stuff works here and I'm upset about it. Oh, thank you, Shio. That battle sounded impressive from inside my box. You're welcome, Skip. Our world's connected for a reason. They'll always help those in need. Pog, free things I will never use. Alright, and now for the main event that we've all been waiting for.
Are you kidding me? Nothing gets past.
So how bad I think the global economy is about to crash? I don't know, but it can't get worse than it already is for me. I'm already poor.
Seriously?
If I already can't afford things, what does it matter if it becomes even more unaffordable? Should I need to do all Bloom rounds in Unpoppable first? There ain't no fucking shot this is doable on Unpoppable. I mean, monkey knowledge? I mean, if you want the achievement, you can't use monkey knowledge. Let's give you're poor in the way a middle-class white person can be poor? Exactly, I can live somewhere, but that's about the extent of it. I wish it would stay so I don't have to keep clicking this. It's gonna turn into the Ravine Sword rant very soon. You're going for the achievement? I thought you were going for 79 plus free? I mean, is it really... Am I really adding plus tar pits if I do it on easy difficulty? You can afford gaming stuff and shooting 3 hours a day? That's true, but it doesn't go much further than that. When you say afford gaming stuff, you all know how much I leech off everyone else. I don't fucking buy my own shit anymore. I'm too poor for that. Wiz Dart start easy? Bold. But you're going to also do tar pits like you did Mr. Beast and Bloons. In other words, thought you were going to go for unofficial black border. I will as soon as I see the chimps part is doable. That's the part I care about. Although I'm still unsure if Impoppable's really sane enough. I think the price might actually make it too much of a shit show. Bit longer range on sub? I don't know how you get much longer range on sub than buying longer range. I've already tried it, it's already shit. The dart's not going into the red balloon. And there's no money to, like, deal with anything else. We already know Quincy doesn't work, because Quincy can't see 3 of the lanes. Cry to Rohan, joy to increase sub range? If only I could. Mouse is getting stuck scrolling up again. Making it the hard part? I don't know. On chips it might be pretty hard just because of the funny DDT build. That's kind of like the ruiner of every hard map. If DDTs never spawned, everything would be easy. Although I suppose, yeah, if you could farm, then it doesn't matter. What fucking horrific thing do I need to do for this start? It has to be a free dart start. I don't think there's anything else you could do to start this. Which means it's fucking dart sniping. Please just remember this so I don't have to do this every round 6. Can't wait for half cash. Okay, I should have really paid attention to like where everything was spawning. Okay, it does go in a loop. Can you fucking... Can you do this in sandbox? Don't want to keep clicking this thing. Oh, but that... Actually, no, I can clear all those. I don't care if Monkey Knowledge is on for this. Am I doing the thing? I'm attempting to do the thing. Right, now for the tried and true. They never suspect the round free DDT spam. Alright, now for Yeo 1 HB. Yeah, I forgot I have to do this now. Your primary monkey knowledge and stuff? I don't think that affects unupgraded darts. I don't think there's a single monkey knowledge point that would affect this. All I need to know is how the fuck do I beat round 6? It does? Does it matter though? Where? +1 pierce? No way that matters. Yeah, I guess I should probably actually set this to 650 now. Frosty resubscribed for 26 months? I can't believe it. He's actually fucking alive. Unbelievable. He's real after all. Well, that sure went well. Well, if it's Sniper Micro, I'm not sure I'm doing it, so I can say that much for fucking sure. I don't even think the darts can snipe. The dart seems to like disappear before it like actually connects. There's no way it's actually... There's no way it's actually wizards. I mean, wizard sniper lines up. That... Why did that look kinda doable? Why does that look feasible? Might be possible with co-op cash. Everyone else was saying yesterday as well. And co-op cash would certainly make it more fun because then you just buy 5 dart monkeys and call it a day. Then the problem actually does solve itself. Or I guess multiple subs. That probably solves the problem even better. Guys, in the so Frosty left the game right as speedrunning C started picking up. Free wizards start real? Can you buy free wizards? No. Game Before Solution's the most ungodly micro known to man. I am almost positive that it is the most ungodly micro known to man. I can't see how it wouldn't be. Sorry, I'd rather work 6 days a week than stream. And thus we see the Frosty tax evasion crash out arc. It's finally happened. That was a pathetic slap. You even missed one! Actually useless. No, fucking fish. I know it's... There's no world this fucking works, but still. Get him, fish. Fuck him up. I like how every Bloons content creator is basically just fucking imploded. The only solution I see to this is some form of something plus sniper. And I'm not looking forward to that. Nothing about that sparks joy. To be fair, Frosty was not just streaming Bloons, was torching himself live. Bloons was the that's also true. No one willingly plays Ravine 60 times in a row. Or Yeol Sun Temple. Sun Temple on, what was it, fucking Dark Path? Next solution you can theoretically see being possible be some sort of free dart start with intense macro all for it. Ugh, it's even worse. But I don't know how it would be anyway, because there's always one lane that just doesn't have enough coverage. The baby saw the start. Oh yeah, Frosty, what's your thoughts on the Switch 2 pricing? As an Australian, you have to pay even more fucking expensive shit than we do. So now that Nintendo's officially $80, $90 games, that's gonna be like what? $120 games for you? Minimum? Oh, I did guess right. It actually is 120 for you. I was hyped and I'm like, maybe I can wait. Yeah, my friends have said on Discord talking about it. Heard people saying it's a direct result of tariffs, but that only explains the price jump in US. Have seen nothing but people saying they were super hyped, saw the price, and then realized they weren't as big a Nintendo fan as they thought. And again, like, the prices start at £75 over here in the UK. Which probably means they're £85 physical. And that's fucking absurd when games only just hit £60 over here and they're already pushing £70 as it is on Steam. It's fucking insane. You can buy 6 Balatros. 6 Balatros would get you far more entertainment than any one Nintendo game, to be fair. Because 5 of those Balatros can go to your friends and you can watch them have gambling addictions as a result. And that's just far more entertaining. Yeah, like, the prices of this shit is fucking wild. When the Xbox and PlayStation are cheaper, that's saying something. And I think those are expensive as fuck too. It's like, I probably could go out and buy a Switch and its games, but like, I could just not. And buy other games in this theoretical world where I buy things in general anyway, but still, like, everything else is much more affordable. Also, why are all Bloons streamers getting a job? First Frosty, now Full. Everyone's being assassinated. People getting a job is just the excuse. That's the cover-up. He's gonna always count on Slip to be unemployed. I wouldn't count on that forever either. At some point, I'm also going to actually need money too. After all, things are getting too expensive. Slip is a place stops all person killing themselves? Unfortunately, no. I am actually truly unemployed magician. We're back to those days again, and just kind of like, alright, so just live off money for a while and hope for the best. Hope that something actually happens and I can be like, yeah, sure, I can do this. Which is why I still have free time in the mornings. Oh, what the fuck do you buy here? I don't want a sniper micro. But it probably is sniper micro. the only feasible way I can see it, because I don't think darts are good enough. After looking into the bug of getting Rogue Legends for free, I've come to the conclusion it requires a ton of work since they're using an enum. So I have to look for instance of 0. Has anyone else reported or mentioned that they got Legends for free from this patch? Unless this all somehow links back to Rebear's account constantly getting removed off leaderboards. It just all links back to Rebear's account being cursed. That bug, that's not just a me thing. It's not removed, it's free rewards. Oh. I thought you always got purged off the leaderboards as well. Rebear's probably was a legit player in the like semi-competitive community. Doesn't say scum, doesn't macro, doesn't abuse oversights. That is true. I mean, it can't be Beast Handler, because all Beast Handler does is slap once. So if we're gonna buy a Beast Handler, then we buy a Dart instead. If it's possible as beat darts, it's the wildest triple dart known to man, or it's dart sniper micro. So it's figuring out which dart sniper it is in that case. Dart on left is probably wrong. mean, that looked a tiny bit better, but I'm pretty sure it's down red balloons after. Have you considered not pressing the make map harder button? But if I don't hit the make map harder button, then I can't beat the hard version of the map. Oh, that actually kind of looked promising. Alright, we've made it down to one red balloon. Fuck. That almost is doing it without microing at all. Which is interesting to say the least. I feel like Starfoot Solo 3 out of 5 lanes on a map short as this. I know. But I also don't see how else you'd do this. Like, I don't know what ungodly angle gets a dart to hit green, like 4 green balloons on 5 lanes. I'd be curious if anybody has beaten actual hard difficulty chimps. Round 6. Not even knowing how they did it, just if it was even done in the first place. Okay, hypothetically speaking, let's... If by some miracle you had a 4th dart monkey, does that change anything? No. One lane's always going to be weaker than the other. At the very least, probably 2 lanes will be weaker than the other. So Dart can cover 2. I'm really trying to think, like, where the fuck do you throw free darts? But the darts expire before they reach the other lane by the looks of things. So even then, it's like, okay, how the fuck do you do it then? All I can see is some weird fuckery with sub or sniper. But if it's sub, then it has to be here. Which automatically means doing this, which means having no money. And then this happens. Which, not ideal. Okay, we're gonna think slightly too far out of the box. Okay, the box is tipped over. Let's see, you can move the sub to the right. That's the problem. If I move it out of the middle, it loses access to 2 lanes on its own. Can we just give the monkeys a gun already and call it a day? He says with a monkey with a literal gun. Just hand one of them a Glock and call it a day. Isn't that the next tower? Probably. Hum. I am despairing at what this might actually require. If it is triple dart, it might be as Magician said. It's going to be micro snipes, and I don't know if I have the brain power for it. Sniper bullshit seems to be mostly getting it done. But I don't know if I can actually get anything of value done. I don't think that's possible. I mean, I don't think it's possible either. I think it's salvageable, maybe, if you could get past run 6. Did that dart just fucking miss the green balloon right in front of it? Hold on. Fucking replay that. Polar ravine to least lives leaked. Actually... Eh? Actually missing, what? What happens if we just keep it on fucking first? Shit. Tapped too hard. Did I try boat dart yet? Well, it shot 2 balloons at once. That's kind of an improvement. Is there a way to make it hit more doubles? I'm all ears if there is. If only Quincy could be placed on water, I'm sure he'd somehow manage it. Hmm. I know the sniper seemed like the best play so far. You're right. I don't know how it's gonna handle once this lane also becomes active. Which does mean it probably falls back down to being a triple dart thing. Out of curiosity, if somehow there was 2 subs. No, it would still fail, but that's just kind of funny. I'm not even sure where to like place the boat is the problem. I mean, it got a double, but it doesn't fucking matter if it can't kill the fucking balloon. The sniper really is just kind of feeling like the best shot. And that's so scary. And we're for sure no one's done this on proper chimps yet for round 6. We're all still fucking dying here. And I can't click the bubbles. Scammed. There's no way to get coverage in enough spots with just 2 towers.
Hasn't really been anything at all. It's even been close yet. I know. That's the worst part. There's like no angle that like gets a good snipe.
Like even here, right? Does that even see it from? No, it doesn't because it spawns up top.
Yeah.
This is a very awkward map. Can't even do some dumb shit like that. This doesn't reach the track in time. Yeah, exceeding by 1. Has to be snice, and since I don't think it's dart snice, I think the only hope is boat snipes. That feels like a long shot. It does feel like a long shot. And I don't know what unholy angle requires it to work. Why did that wizard look more promising than it should? Because it had homing. Same reason why the sub looked like it could do something as well. Why does that look doable now all of a sudden? Well, that's a PP, I guess? But it's still a problem here. We successfully killed all the green balloons. Okay, so need to remember 85. All I can get is longer range, which... that's not helpful. I need to remember where the fuck I placed the dart monkey. Oh, I see what's happening. I think I see what's happening. Two of the subs darts are aiming for the same balloon at the end. It's wasting it. Okay, that was a bit too ambitious, I guess. No. The sub, I think, has to be hitting early. I think it being up here probably is the play. Don't we need to be like here? And this would be the equivalent. Won't we fiddle with to hit the snipe? I don't know. Part of me wants to believe that it might actually be able to do. You know, why don't I just give myself 1 bajillion lives? So, does it even interact with the bottom lane? No. Let's try to, like, reset this here. Go with... And whenever weird shit happens with this balloon, that's when it goes really wrong. The more you do this, the more I feel like there might actually be some configuration that works. That's the part that scares me the most. And I can't remember exactly where I put this that made it work in the first place. Unless the dart monkey's the one that's wrong now. I don't think the dart monkey's wrong. I'm pretty sure the sub is the one that's wrong. I don't know how to make it not wrong, because apparently I've forgotten how I did it. I guess it's a classic. I repeatedly forget how I do stuff. Okay. Yeah, just
isn't interacting with the bottom lane. The lanes we are covering are still leaking anyway. Free red balloons leak this side. Even if we exclude this lane entirely, it still dies. Boat snipes? I don't know how. I don't know what angle it needs. Especially because the boat's not doing enough damage. The boat only seems to hit each balloon like once. Is the problem. And just fucking whiffs that. Is it ever sub plus wizard? Can that even be afforded? We can. That would be funny. But I think the same problem is happening here. The lack of coverage in a lane is causing problems. I mean, it sniped the other lane eventually. That's an improvement. Let's go with the hypothetical. Let's say it was round 3. good to know that Rhine 4 would kill us. He's doing the thing. I'm not sure how much I am doing the thing at this point. We're kind of just still stuck on round 6. Just 700 starting cash and it's possible? So you're saying if you could just somehow whisk a second sub into the first round, you'd win? So all Ninja Kiwi has to do then is patch a plus $50 Easter egg into the map. And it's sorted. Yeah, one of it was funny. Do I even remember how to fucking do it? I just have this bit to fuck around with. Which is still leaking regardless. Yeah, even if you exclude this, which isn't being interacted with in any way, it's still dying. I'm not really sure how to solve that either. Gonna take a bit of a miracle. Alright, what if it's the king, the Wizzy boy? Somehow snipes into here. He didn't quite snipe it. 000 bomb and clue. They ball. There's just like no spot where the boomerang, like, I think can feasibly hit both lanes at the same time. Well, what if we change his hands? Surely that will change something. What if we don't change his hands? Surely that will change something. Sabadart currently holds the PB of killing the 4 green balloons. Sniper Dart currently holds the might actually be able to win card though still. Just by virtue of the fact the sniper can hit all the lanes. Subways also holds it. That is true. But what is Wizard if not just a fancier dart? Because it basically did all the same things the dart did. Should just with 700 starting cash, but I can't make it start with 700 starting cash in an actual run. Because I click the chimps game mode when I play it. Well, then it's impossible. That's not the words I want to see. I already tried to reverse it, and it performs so much worse. It has not gone well. It's too reliant on the sub doing most of the work, which means the sub has to hit the first balloon, which is inconvenient to say the least. It is quite the shit show. What's the closest to working? Sub up here. Ish. Randar over here-ish. Everything else is falling apart spectacularly. They all have this one crucial glaring flaw though. And it's called this lane. Ignoring the fact that they're dying here as well, but this is the big one. And there's not really a way around that because we're very poor. The scariest part of this is even if you get past it, you're still dealing with beginner map leveling. So Quincy's gonna be fucking useless. It's gonna be like a round 13 to 15 Quincy placement anyway. Which means he's gonna have nothing to fucking do. You're lucky even does like triple Moab damage by round 40. I'm curious actually, what happens if you... In the hypothetical world, so it does still vine here, the path still does exist. Which just makes it even funnier. With beginner leveling, you probably use Geraldo. That does pose a problem though, as a person that only uses Quincy. It really does ruin the whole uses only Quincy when you don't use Quincy. But yes, the winning build probably would have Geraldo instead. It's that or Brickle. Mapless brain rot. It does feel like a mapless map, to be honest. And I don't like it, because I hate all of your mapless maps. Every map being like, yes, here's this one strategy, and that's all you get to use. When bloody puddles isn't enough torture for the soul. Use Phoenixes on the whole. I'm so curious if anyone's like made any progress on this. But it's probably not gonna come out for a while. By then, I'll be suffering again on another game. Hard died 83. What do you mean spam BFPs is difficult? Actually, is 83 is 83 to spam BFPs? Or is that prior? I never remember like random mid-round stuff. Because for the most part I either die to it anyway, because I died to something else, or I go past it. I don't think there's progress to be made here. Antifreeze a bunch of mobs and ceramics. I think I remember that round now. Actually, wait, yeah, that's the round that killed me at Dark Dungeons a few times. Because I had to do stupid-ass downdraft micro. And in one of my attempts, I accidentally cross-pathed it the wrong way. Which somehow ended up being one of the better runs that week. I remember being so fucking tilted playing that map. And I still go to bat for it and say it's probably my favorite map in the game. So I'm unsure if Dungeons is Quincy doable anymore. At least not with my skill level. I kind of relied on literally everything that's been repeatedly nerfed. Ravine's probably still doable, but I'd have to relearn how to beat round 40. Because our beloved Lord and Savior, Velociraptor, kind of got absolutely fucking destroyed. That cooldown timer sure makes beating round 36 a lot harder. Also, ComCom being nerfed doesn't help either, but that's another story. I'm still a believer that ComCom could win. But my Raptor strat absolutely is fucking gone. It's also why I don't know if I can beat Bloody Puddles anymore either. That is insane early. See, my problem is, I did stupid shit. Like this. Which I can't do anymore because now there's a cooldown timer, but I used to like literally flick the Raptor back and forth between the lanes on Ravine. And that's not quite doable anymore. I'm happy in a sense because it means I never have to feel like I need to do it to win a map now. But it did also kill a lot of my builds. Just kill one wave at a time, but it was designed to kill them all at the time. That was the plan. The very, very precarious Raptor killing as many pinks as possible alongside two lanes so that Spike Factory doesn't lose. And it was also the only reason why I was even able to save in the Comdef at the time, which is even wilder because Comdef can accidentally lose round 63. My Ravine run was fucking wild. Only made wilder by the fact I figured out how to beat it in a week. And most of the time was spent me trying to learn how to place the free stupid ass darts. Because I remember in the Ravine one, we got hard stuck not being able to beat, I think it was like, what, round 78 was impossible until I tweaked the build ever so slightly. Otherwise known as, who needs Berserker Brew? Did Frosty do all chimp maps new here? I think he did. But you have to think here. I'm a person that only uses Quincy, and I am nowhere near as good as most people. I bash my head into the wall, and eventually I win. Think Frosty failed in the end?
Did he fail? I'm more inclined to believe that Frosty just didn't finish. The great disappearance of every Bloons streamer known to man. That is a point. Clavelord did find itself in a lot of builds. Bloons streamers get snatched by Minecraft streamers. Is that really true, though? Are we sure they're not all just being assassinated one by one? Yeah, like, I don't know. My ravine build was really stupid, and honestly, it probably shouldn't have worked as well as it did, but it did. And I'll still always say that Quincy rapid firing into DDTs he can't hurt was absolutely the correct decision. I don't know why it works, but if I don't rapid fire into something that Quincy can't hurt, it failed around 99. Is what it is. And then the Bloody Puddles build, which was carried by the very, very nerfed now Degree 24 Eagle. It was very, very silly. The only thing that made it so that bouncing bullet sniper spam was viable of Quincy again. Permaspike's still a tower? Yes, but I hate using spike factories. Nothing annoys me more in this game than having to rely on a spike factory. Because it feels so fucking unreliable, and it's also extremely painful to test with. Because if it's being buffed, it loses its buff on a retry round. Or the funnier part, it loses all the fucking spikes. Just less fun. Just play perfect. Just get it right first try. It's why my Sanctuary clear way back it's still quite surprising even though there's no recorded proof of it anymore. I literally YOLO'd the Spike Factory placement, and it just kinda worked. The great downdraft Plasma Excel Perma Spike build with Berserker Brew. Wait, what was it actually? It was like tier 4 alch buff. Yeah, stronger stim, that's it. I don't know why I forgot about it. It's not like I played this game for over 2,000 hours or something. But there was a very high chance that I'd actually failed the placement if I'd buffed it with stronger stim. Turns out I didn't. And then just about won. At this point I don't remember where I would place it, and I don't think I'd ever want to do Sanctuary with Permaspike ever again as a result. I can't be fucked. Relearning how to playstyle without using a macro. I'm too lazy to macro. Do you know if anything happens if you use a green sentry from ENG in a new quest? Or does nothing happen because it's a sub tower? You know, that's a point. We could fuck around with that. Like, I know it was being brought up at the time. Can they shoot turrets? Hello. That's disappointing. That's not shooting turrets. Darling Spike Factory continues to be the funniest. Play BTD6 too, by the way? Nice. I have currently just spent like the last 2 hours burning out attempting to beat Tar Pit's round 6 chips, and it's not ended well. To the point where tomorrow we may be playing a new game again. It turns out round 6 is a bit difficult. Much to the shock of probably nobody. There must be a funny build. There's no way the start is always just YOLO Spike Factory Dartlings. Can use a Darling or a Spike on the quest, and congratulations, you're smarter than I am. I fucking didn't know what else to do. Oh no, Dartling being the best farm is very funny. Did really enjoy that. We're getting last tier 5 Neon and Beast Handler and same with the Mer Monkey. Sea Monkey's probably like one of the best towers they've added. It's just very fun. Beast Handler still feels very clunk. I think it will always feel very clunk. kind of curious. I mean, it is shooting glue, and that is funny. I just want to see what other dumb stuff can be done at this point. Yeah, ENG gun we need to see. Working on it. What do you mean the glue can't see it? The Dartling gunner's got camera, can totally see this. Scam. Actually scammed. Most OP tier 5 in the game? The problem is, in a Chibs environment, you're not really gonna see a Megalodon. At least not when it could be made most useful. Unless it's like that much cheaper now all of a sudden. Oh, what the fuck's its price again? Yeah, it's quite expensive. Especially when you don't like... Yeah, it's the fact that you need like this many. By the time you have this Megalodon up, you've made some grave sacrifices to get it. And that's kind of the problem with chimps. Like, a lot of towers are really, really strong, but if you can't ever afford them before round 100, then are they actually that good? Because yeah, I can kill a bat, but so can a spike storm. Razor Road needed a nerf. Did they change the prices of anything else, or did they literally just make Razor Rodents more expensive for the sake of it? I never even noticed the price increase. Just move the price around? Okay, so base heli's cheaper then. Hold on, it's time to whip out the funny. Unupgraded heli goes from 1600 to 1500. Razor Rodus went from 1750 to 1850. Yeah, so I guess it might technically be more expensive overall because price scaling. Unsure. Honestly, the bigger deal was the day when they made Druid of the Jungle $100 more expensive on me. That unironically fucked up my dungeons build hard. That killed a lot of timings. That was the scary one. I mean, Final Harmonic is very funny. The save up's the funnier part, since they did finally nerf it in a sense that now I can't throw around pizzas everywhere. I do remember it being very silly when it came out though, where dot detonation was a very funny thing going on. But yeah. Jim's meta's funny though. Because it really does just kind of devolve into the standard set of stuff. Anything I can do in like 15 minutes at this point. I mean, I suppose I could cheat and get the achievement in easy difficulty for now. Apparently we're allowed to just leak. I think you're supposed to be allowed to leak. You're also apparently not supposed to be allowed to sell, but apparently that happens too. We're just gonna see what happens. It wouldn't surprise me if all it's checking for is that you didn't have monkey knowledge enabled. Which really does make it very funny. Right, Quincy, get in there. It's your time to shine.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you ever want XP, you literally just spam the one tower. It's based on like total price percentage, everything you've got on the board, so if 90% odd of all the money you spent on towers was spent on Mermonkey, then Mermonkey gets 90% of the round end XP.
Nice.
Just play Magic Monkeys when you're doing those badges and just spam it. Be done really fast. Yeah, free play's like 10% XP. But honestly, like, literally the best way. Spam the one tower. I mean, I'd be impressed if you die in round 1, but that could be you not having the pre-game spike setup, monkey knowledge. Which I'm pretty sure can hold you for a very solid amount. Actually, no, I suppose it depends on the map, but be fine. It's very silly. I mean, Ninja's a very strong early game tower for chimps. Like, outbuffing a ninja on almost every beginner map should be all you ever need to beat the first 40 rounds. It is quite silly how strong it is. There was totally no camo panic there. You didn't see anything.
Come on.
Get him, Quincy. Fuck him up. And yeah, we'll be ending stream at lunchtime. Slash, maybe now. We'll see what happens. I'm curious if leaking actually did work. I've not sold anything, and monkey knowledge is off.
Incoming. Serious? Nice.
Alright, let's see. How bugged is the achievement? Very bugged. Bug. Back to 100% achievements. I mean, I can try to indulge you.
Alright, so now we have our spike factory set down. Oh. Now first I need to make sure both of them are ready. And now we get money. Alright, yeah, valuable bananas is actually a better rush, that's right. I'm gonna get mines because it's safer. This is how I end up streaming past 12 o'clock. All for something silly. This is so pro farm, you should consider being a boss player. As you can see, we're very good at farming money. Even our spike factory farms us money. T-Bez homeland. First things first, we need to see what happens with Magician's Idea. Which means we do need the funds. Alas, the laser turret does not do anything. Yep. Alas. Can laser bounce off the edge of the screen? No. Surely a disaster. Yeah, looks like the dream of ENG Paragon being funny is dead. It feels like that's not doing anything funny. But I also can't tell. Doesn't look like they're doing any fun stuff, which is disappointing. Well, I've done what I can. Drop the sun god. I mean, it is making a lot of money. Alright, is there anything else we want to try before I go for lunch? We already know this is funny. Oh, that does carry over. That's interesting. We've done it, boys. We have mouse-aimed mortars in Bloons Tower Defense 6. It's real. Finally, mouse aiming is real. On top of my frame rate being less real by the second. Right, what else? What other stupid shit is possible? Wait. Is that firing the mobile limb ability? Deep Barracuda? Unfortunately, beasts are banned. This is firing regular mobile limb. Like how there just isn't anything anymore. It's just over. Anyway. That was exciting. But with that, it is 7 past 12, and I am quite hungry, which means I need to figure out what the fuck's still in the kitchen to eat in the first place. So with that, thank you much everyone for watching. I'm going to Fox and following. Do stream same time every day, 9 AM UK time, around the clock. 3 hours, 8 minutes. That's when I click start stream button. Tomorrow I'm going to continue finishing the Halo games on MCC. So that's probably like a week's worth of content, and then we'll go back to probably playing Bloons while I figure out what the fuck I'm doing again. Which also probably turn on Monkey Knowledge, because I know I'll forget to do so when I come back to this game. So with that, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.